institutionalize this partnership. She told Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Clinton said, at the stroke of noon on January 20 in the year 2013, I will no longer be Secretary of State of the United States of America. Somebody else. So, this partnership must be institutionalized and outlive us. And she and Foreign Minister Dipu Moni signed an agreement to establish a partnership dialogue. The first partnership dialogue took place 3 weeks ago in Washington. Grand success. Bangladeshi side was headed by Foreign Secretary Kais, U.S. side by Wendy Sherman, Undersecretary Wendy Sherman. And they reviewed all of these areas of partnership, and they looked at the frictions as well. You know the frictions, Grameen Bank. That's the friction in our partnership, in our relationship. People like me feel very attached to the Grameen philosophy. It's more than microcredit, it's a way of life for 8.3 million borrowers, of whom 8.1 million are women. So it's a friction between America and Bangladesh. The Rohingya, refugees from Burma, from Myanmar, a friction between the United States and Bangladesh. Traditionally, Bangladesh has welcomed refugees, remembering well only 41 years ago when 10 million Bangladeshis sought refuge in India. But Bangladesh has changed its tradition and now closes the door in the face of people fleeing violence in Burma. That's a friction. Labor issues are another friction. Despite the considerable progress, which we can talk about, freedom of association remains friction. So we can talk about all of those. I'm hopeful each one can be worked out soon. So that's where the relationship is. Dipu Moni, Foreign Minister, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, both used the same words in describing our relationship. Both said, excellent. And let me say that's excellent not in diplomatic speak, where blah, 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 blah. I don't know what it means. That's excellent in Webster Dictionary. Or I guess people don't have dictionaries anymore. No, I do, but I'm the only one. Last one. Google it. Look up excellent. What does it mean? It means great. Middle income Bangladesh. I reject the notion that Bangladesh is a poor country. It is not true. It is a country filled with poor people. But that's a different thing. Bangladesh is not a poor country. Bangladesh has rich soil, more rich than my home state of Iowa, and it pains me to say it. It has 3 growing seasons. Bangladesh has significant gas reserves. Bangladesh has huge coal deposits. Beautiful, hard, low sulfur coal. Not being developed, that's a different issue. It's there. Bangladesh has the most amazing people I know, bar no place else.
Thank all of you for coming. You all are very, very key, as the Ambassador noted, to our vision for the future. So as the Ambassador noted, my role as Senior Advisor includes a very strong focus on making sure that we stay engaged, fully engaged with the diaspora and the Bangladeshi American community. And you may ask, why is the State Department, a government agency that's focused on international relations and outward-facing activities, interested in communities back here in America, where it's very simple. The world has changed. Governments cannot do everything alone like they used to, and so we have to work in partnership. It's a complicated world. There are multi-layered issues and challenges that require multi-stakeholder solutions, and we see all of you as a key stakeholder. In fact, this directive comes from the highest levels of the government. Secretary Clinton has made diaspora engagement one of the key prongs of her vision for smart power, which is, again, making sure that governments work in partnership with civil society and diaspora groups. So Secretary Clinton has held 2 global diaspora forums over the last 2 years at the State Department. We also have followed that vision and created, our boss, Assistant Secretary of State, has created this position, again, focused on doing that. And I really have 2 main goals in carrying that vision out. One is to create new relationships and dialogues that didn't exist before. So that involves talking to folks like you. I'm sure many of you have never met or seen someone in person from the State Department. I know some of you know the ambassador, but here in LA it may be a new thing for you, and that's good. We need to do more of that, because talking to you will help inform our policy. And we also have a chance to tell you, as the ambassador so eloquently did, about what we're doing. So that's one. 2 is to see where we can develop actual partnerships, public-private partnerships between the government and diaspora to promote our mutual interests in Bangladesh. And in this area, and I hope we can, this is just the beginning of a conversation because I really want to hear from all of you, there are 2 specific areas that we have in mind. One is entrepreneurship. So we know there are already incredible things being done there. Some of you are also doing entrepreneurial activities there, but there's much more that we can do. And so we are thinking of the best way to create a business plan competition. We were going to call it Bangladesh Ideas Marketplace. And the idea is that a joint team composed of Bangladesi Americans and folks in Bangladesh put forward a business plan for a business that involves activities in Bangladesh. And I could talk to you more in detail afterwards, but that's really the idea. There will be prize money. We are going to bring private sector players to the table, so it's really a joint public-private approach. And the idea is, of course, to reward the smart business plans, and the prize money is important. But really, I think the more important thing is to help change the way people look at Bangladesh.
What does would do to protect our investments in Bangladesh?
This is one of the toughest questions. I thought we're having only easy questions. One of the challenges of doing business in Bangladesh that every person in here knows better than I do, and it was one of those I listed off, is rule of law. You know that. And the embassy does not have a wand or any other mechanism that can safeguard your investment. That is the risk that goes with the very high return that also goes with doing business in Bangladesh, which you also know about.
Your job.
Oh,
Ambassador.
now we're off the record, right? Far and away, Washington. And I would spend, I don't know, a third of my time engaged with Washington. When you say Washington, Washington has many faces. You got the congressional side, you got the executive branch, you have White House staff, you've got State Department, and you have a multitude of agencies. Marvelous Department of Justice. Peace Corps is one of my challenges at the moment, and others. That would be my biggest challenge. Bangladesh itself gives me so many rewards. Grace and I travel all the time. That is the benefit.
When they go to Bangladesh, what are the resources you provide to them so they can get benefited?
We have a whole package. Some free, some with fees that are very reasonable, and we can help you so much. Overseas Private Investment Corporation, all sorts of resources like that to help as well.
Thank you.